Yo, I love that song first off. Um, I love that it's like clickbait acquired. I was trying so hard not to laugh. I forgot I didn't have the mic muted on stream, and I had to mute it real quick just so I wouldn't hear my laugh. I was like, shit, no. I still set up my stuff. I was like, oh, shit, hold on. We're good now. We're good now. Yo. How are you, Adams? How's your day going? I was like scrolling through the Discord looking at all the Borderlands stuff you put in there, and then I was like, where's the link now? All the way at the bottom. I had to scroll through all the pictures. I was looking at every single one of them. And then I was like, there's the link. I found it. I found it. I'm good. I'm good. I went to my meeting. Didn't have to get Munchkin. Yay. But I did see like a couple extra hours at work afterwards, after the meeting was over, to do stuff. And I just got home, so. And luckily we eat at the meeting, so I don't have to be hungry probably for like another 2 hours. I won't be hungry, so. And then I put the powder in my water and I walked away, and I realized when I came back and I tried to take a sip that it was not stirred. It was not stirred at all. What is this? Yeah. So I'm good. I'm free for the weekend. You guys got me all weekend. And I broke a nail. My middle finger, of course, but like, I was like, no! It literally broke at the bottom. I did it in my sleep. Because I woke up and I was like, how'd that happen? It was like half my nail tube was like ripped, like literally at the halfway point. I was like, what did I do in my sleep? I did some Super Side Squad. No, I think what it is that probably when I was sleeping, I probably caught it on like my comforter or something, or the pillow, and it just like ripped as I was like moving whatever I was in my sleep. I need to trim them down. They're getting to that point where they can break off if I'm not careful. No. So, the Theory of Restart has its beta right now. It's closed beta, which technically is closed, but also it's open. All you have to do is go to the website and like request access, and they give it to you. Hi, Livy. How are you? How are you? I'm scrolling through YouTube right now, seeing if there's anything else on my homepage I want to open up for us to watch while we're in the YouTube phase. Gears out to me hard. Could be better. Why? I'm good. I'm good. I went to my meeting. I stayed for a couple hours after, did some work, and then I just got home probably like 20 something minutes ago, 25-ish. Yeah. Hi, my lovely. How are you? Just one of those days not being in a good mood. Oh, heard that. Chat, I just want you guys to see this picture. Hold on. This one right here. This one. What? Oh, you guys can't see my mouth. There we go. No! Come on! I was trying to click on it. This one. Bro, how big is that bowl? It cuts off everyone. It literally cuts off everyone. That's for sure a fucking panda bowl. I don't think I could eat that whole thing, though. I really don't. Oh my goodness. There's so much. Are they... So is the PAX thing still live streaming right now or no? I see that the Borderlands one ended 2 hours ago. But I also see a lot of people on YouTube streaming it right now. As I'm scrolling through, it's giving me the live for them. Applebee's on a date night. So much. All of my woo-woo content right now on YouTube is being replaced by a Ethereum restart. Like, no lie. Anyways, coming to say hi and give some love. You know to go clean. Okay. Sounds good, Kira. I always love saying hi to you. The dragon emotes make me happy. They do, they do. The clickbaits are so real right now, and I'm trying so hard not to click on them. Have a great dream! Thanks! Thanks. Alrighty, we're gonna swap over. Let's pause this. Yo, I love your emotes too. They're adorable. They are literally so adorable. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, cool. Go, 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 go. Keep. I should make sure. Alright, so this is the Doom trailer that just launched for the thing.
The makers are still not responding. Defenses about to be breached.
I'm so thirsty. I feel super dehydrated. I don't know why. I'm drinking water all day.
Targets identified. Weaponry deployed.
I know, that's why I'm playing the trailer.
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
This looks really good though. Burton would be so sad he's missing the music. Right up at the Oh shit, this is next Thursday. This is this coming Thursday. Damn. Are you getting it on launch, Adams? So this is for Crystal of Alon, which comes out June 5th. So I want to see this one.
One of the few MMOs releasing this year. It also happens to have one of the aesthetics that I find the most interesting.
Every time.
Anime.
Without
This
fail.
is an MMO that Mrs. Sticks and I have both played quite a bit of. She spent over 50 hours in the original beta like a year and a half ago. We also spent probably 30 hours or more during
If you get Game Pass, just get Game Pass.
held earlier this year. We did videos documenting our experiences, documenting our thoughts, and overall, we're very excited to play this. This isn't the best upcoming MMO. It's not the best looking upcoming MMO. It doesn't have the best gameplay, but
You
it doesn't need to
should.
be the best. It just needs to be something fun.
Oh, speaking of Game Pass, the second Journey to a Savage Planet came out yesterday on Game Pass. It came out. Also, oh, fun fact. So that game that we watched the gameplay trailer for, what is it? The Wukong Fallen Feathers or something about feathers. That's all I remember. That game is coming out on Game Pass. What was it? July 23rd, I think. I think it was like 7/23 was the date on that one. It was like the one where we watched, like, they did the fight of, she, like, fought the like, dead lady that was, like, floating in the air, and she had, like, the head coming out of her back, and then it turned into, like, a giant monster that she fought. That's gonna be on Game Pass. So, of course, I will play it because it'll be on Game Pass. We're gonna get our shit shoved, and I might not finish the gameplay, but, like, I'm gonna try it, because why not?
To play, to waste some time, and to play on the side. With this in mind, as of April 28th, just 4 days ago, the Crystal Ball on Twitter announced that they are officially coming to PlayStation. Unleash an advanced combat odyssey. Get ready to embark on an unparalleled gaming adventure starting April 28th. Pre-orders for our game will be available on the PlayStation Store. As a standalone platform, PlayStation offers a unique and immersive experience.
Yeah, I'm really glad this game's looking better for this year's looking better for games than last year did. That's for sure. Because last year was a little sad.
Like no other. We've meticulously optimized the PlayStation version to deliver an immersive experience tailored for console players. Feel the raw, realistic impact of every sword strike. That's a bit of an over-exaggeration. Navigate through.
I've seen gameplay. That's an exaggeration.
That is not seamless. There are loading screens that separate the world, kind of like Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe actually the zones are bigger than Final Fantasy XIV. And dive into the tantalizingly tangible world of the Void. It's a gaming experience like no other, all at your fingertips. You can pre-order on the official PlayStation website.
So you can pre-order starting the 28th.
Messed up link. That's
of this. Wait, what?
This like they
Go for it. Go for it.
Address.
So they've already started the pre-order because I was like, wait, this is May. So they've already started the pre-order for it. But I have iPhone, and on my iOS, I pre-ordered it on the iOS purely so I can see the date of release. And the date of release says it's coming out on June 5th, which, fun fact, is the same day that Ethereum Restart is also launching. So both the games that I want to try are coming out on the 5th.
What they did was probably just highlighted it and copied that. That is the person in charge of their social media account. This is not the actual dev team. The dev team, I'm sure, are much more competent than the social media manager, okay? Now, you can pre-register on the official website as well. This is regarding the PlayStation Store to get rewards there. There's a lot of information there. It showcases all the classes.
Click on her. No, you didn't click on her.
Mistaken, there have been, I think, 2 new classes introduced over the course of the last few months. These will be available.
I want to play the Puppeteer.
Launch. Now, I might be wrong. I just remember seeing these on the official Twitter and someone mentioned it.
I think it's a lolly girl, but whatever.
There is a pre-registration.
Wait, the Rune game's also coming out on the 5th? Bruh.
Trailer available.
Oh, fun fact though. So the 5th is what? Of Thursday? What day is the 5th, guys? Is the 5th on a Thursday? Hold on, let's look. Look at the handy dandy calendar on my phone or on my computer. Yeah. Okay, so the 5th is a Thursday. That's what I thought. I was like, I thought it was coming out in May. So they pushed it back like a week. I see. So on the 6th, I'm driving 2 of the people to the airport. One of them is the one that I always have to take care of, which is awesome. So that week following up is the week that I have free. So I only have work. So my game plan is to stream the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I'll take Tuesday, Wednesday off, which is the 10th and the 11th. And then we'll stream the 12th, the 13th, and then I don't know when they come back, but I'm assuming I would have the 14th and 15th free as well. Nintendo Switch coming out this 5th. Holy fuck, dude. I don't care about the Switch, but I can see why they would push it back because of that. Let's see. I might stream that Wednesday on the 11th. I'm not 100%. But basically, we're going to have a lot of stream time the second week of June. We'll have a lot of free time to stream. So, because there's so many different games coming out that I want to try and stuff, I'll make sure to rotate through them accordingly for that week. So, just heads up. I don't expect you guys at every one of them, but like, you've been warned.
Ahead and take a look at that. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here. You think? Okay. Okay. This barren wasteland holds a suffering deep beneath the surface. Why? Please tell me why. Where can I find all of the hidden answers?
No, not the strawberry!
ain't bad. The music's actually not bad at all. Dude, that's sick. This trailer is really good.
I agree.
I'm getting some serious Gilgamesh from Fate vibes from him.
I was literally thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, oh, he is definitely getting Gilgamesh vibes. Fucking love Fate Stay Night. And Gilgamesh gives hardcore, like, main character vibes every time you see him. It's just the way he is.
This is really cool. I wish we moved like that in the actual game, though. Jesus.
People are gonna be real disappointed if this is all they see before they play the game.
So I feel like that is what we envision ourselves doing in MMOs when we're doing dungeons and when we're doing raids.
Right?
But the reality is so far from what we just saw. Now, I will point out here that
I would 100% agree with that. Like, when you're playing, you're like, I want to feel this badass. And then we get in there, we're like, we're just a tiny little character on the screen. Like, it's nowhere near that awesome.
the gameplay in Crucible Outlaw is actually pretty decent. The graphics are very good for an anime MMO. There is a lot of
facts, mostly ads.
Content. This isn't just some, you know, like small hub-based MMO that you run dungeons with. This is an actual full-fledged MMO.
Which is why I'm excited to try
A
it.
few anime MMOs coming up. This right here, this is one of the few that I'm actually excited for. And
Wait, Izzy, are you going to be playing the Rune game when it comes out or no? Rune Factory? Are you going to play it or no? Totally random. Oh, also the strawberry, right? My head. So she dropped that strawberry last night. I was so hungry. So we have like, you guys remember like when we were kids and we got like those little ice creams that were like this big and they were like in a circle and you had to like pop the little paper lid and it was like kid portioned. So we have like a ton of those because I guess we got them for Munchkin and they're like the homemade vanilla flavor. She doesn't like that vanilla. It's fucking crazy to me. I'm like, bro, that tastes better than regular vanilla. Anyways, I got like 4 of those, right? I took 4 of those, scooped them out. I like did the spoon around the edge, flopped it out into a bowl, right? Like smushed it a little bit to like let it melt and look like actual ice cream instead of like 4 globs. And then we have fresh strawberries and I chopped up the fresh strawberries and then I put them in the vanilla ice cream last night. And I like, oh my God, it was so good. I hadn't had fresh strawberries in forever and I was looking for some sugar so that I could kind of like make a little, you know, like strawberry shortcake experience, but like I couldn't find the sugar anywhere in this house. I was like, I know we have sugar, but I don't know where it is. I like looked everywhere. I was like in the cabinets, in the freezer, in the fridge, in the pantry. Could not find the fucking sugar. I was like, maybe we just don't have sugar. I felt like the little cube sugar that they use for their coffee, and I was like, that's not gonna work. But yeah, I like put it in the homemade vanilla ice cream. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. Munchkin came over and she's like, what are you making? And I was like, food for me. Go do your stuff. I was like determined not to share it. But then I accidentally had too much strawberries. Oh, but they were so good because like the ice cream made them kind of cold. So like some of them had that like crunch from where they got really cold from the ice cream and others were like not as cold. So they were like just like perfect room temp on top. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. So good. You were like my ice cream. Wait, what? Hold on, Missy, what? Oh my God. Bro, I feel like I'm dehydrated.
I'm glad.
It's 'cause it's so hot
I'm
outside.
glad it's also launching onto PS5 now. That's just gonna
Wait, do you mean I would like your ice cream?
expand the potential for the game even more. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video.
We did hit the end of video 6. We're done with you. I watch all your content all the time. We were done with you. On to the main event. Let's put myself back down in the corner and maybe that'll be good. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. No, when you talk to Munchkin, say, oh, yeah, right. Like, I didn't even tell her it was ice cream underneath it. All she could see was the strawberries on top. I was like, yo, this shit's my food. Cause all like, so her folks went to like a concert or something last night. I don't know. And did I really walk up there and not even grab the thing that I was trying to grab? Okay, please hold. I went to like change my lights and I was like, wait, I don't even have the remote. I like got it before I started the stream and I went over there and I thought I grabbed it, but I think I literally picked them up and then sat them right back down. They were on my bed underneath like a pile of stuff. I was like, wait, why aren't my lights on? I definitely remember turning them on. I was like, 'cause it's really dark. Doesn't seem dark for y'all, but it does for me. Anyway, she like didn't really eat any dinner last night and her folks were like, gonna go to a concert. So I went down there to like watch her and put her to bed, and which is why I could stream last night. So I knew she hadn't had dinner. And I was like, there's no way in hell I was gonna give her the ice cream. So I was like trying to cover it up so that she couldn't see it. And I was like, chop, chop, chop. I was like throwing the strawberries on the top at first before I mixed them in. So that way she would just think I was eating fruit and not want it. So I was like, no, you don't get dessert. You didn't have dinner. I had dinner twice.
Hello, PAX people! That is fantastic. I hope you all are doing well. And sorry, I just always think, wow, there are so many people here. This is
People
fantastic.
love Borderlands, homie.
Thank you for making time.
Oh, it's the first part about Risk of Rain 2. I like Risk of Rain 2, though.
Whether you're here in the hall or whether you're watching online, you're a part of our community, a part of our
Yeah, we'll just watch it. I'll just fast forward through the parts I don't want to see.
I will tell you, this show has a particular special meaning for me, apart from the fact that I just love PAX in general. I have been out of the office for the past few months. My husband and I had our first child. So I have been on paternity leave, and I just came back from paternity leave like 48 hours ago. So it's like, oh my gosh. And I tell you what, I sort of have a thing. I was debating whether to do it or not, and I'm being completely serious. Do y'all want to see a picture of my kid?
Yes!
Hey,
I love
Sean,
baby pics.
Can we load up that picture of my kid? And if you think I'm kidding, that is absolutely her. She is a sweetheart, and she makes my world go round, and she's the best. But, and while I could keep showing you pictures of my little girl all day long, why don't we talk about some video games? How about that? We have got an incredible show for you all today. We've got some great people here from the Risk of Rain 2 team who are going to be talking about, that's right, who are going to be talking about what's going on with that incredible game that I love playing so much. But we also have a whole group of folks here from the Borderlands 4 team.
We
How
came.
about that State of Play? Was that State of Play with Sony? Awesome. That was an amazing show. But we've got a great group of folks who are going to be doing deep dive conversation. We're also going to be doing a Q&A. We've taken questions from the community online as well as people in the audience. And we've got Randy here who's going to be doing a
She's
giveaway.
my favorite.
So I'm excited about that. Stay with us for the giveaway. So why don't we get started? What do y'all think? All right. Coming out now are
Sorry, I had a
Roger
hair in my
and Bruno
desk.
from
It
our
was
Risk of
on
Rain
my
2
mouth.
team. Roger and Bruno.
I was like, where is it?
Well, what a crowd. Lovely to see y'all.
Crazy.
Hi, I'm Bruno Fontanetti, lead designer for Risk of Rain 2.
And I'm Roger Court, technical director for Risk of Rain 2.
Oh man, I'm so excited to be here. Okay, since Hopu Games and Gearbox first launched Risk of Rain 2 in early access right here at PAX, it's been so exciting to see over 10 million people engage with Lemurians, Wisps, and the adorably squishy Gups.
Now for the uninitiated, let's bring you up to speed. Risk of Rain is a fast-paced, third-person shooter roguelike where up to 4 friends are dropped onto a hostile alien planet and forced to survive as long as possible. The catch? Time is your enemy. The longer you play, the harder it gets.
Facts.
Choose from a roster of up to 16 unique playable survivors, each with their own playstyle, and battle increasingly difficult enemies across dozens of environments. It's all about finding loot, stacking wild power-ups, and balancing risk versus reward as you either try to escape the planet or stick around and press your luck for ever longer, crazier runs. Most of the time, though, you're gonna die.
That's true. Diving into Risk of Rain 2, one quickly finds out that death is only
I think whenever I would play this with my friends, we would literally spend the whole, like, we would do a whole gaming session of this, like, quite a few hours. And in the, like, 4 to 5 hours that we would play, we would only be able to, like, get out alive, like, once out of all the plays. Like, it was because every time they're like, oh, we could go a little longer. We could go a little longer. And then a little bit longer was like, death. Every time. I'm like, bruh, like, let's just get the fuck out. I played with kill horrors. Like, they did not know when to stop. Like, that was the problem. They were like, no, we can go for more. We can go for more. And I'm like, guys, like, we built to kill fast, not to live long. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's such a challenging game, but it's so fun.
only the beginning. Every playthrough has the potential to unlock powerful new survivors, items, artifacts, all in purpose of the next run. Now, think adrenaline, chaos, and strategy rolled up all into one death-defying experience. Oh yeah, that's right. It's still me, sorry.
A little more.
After the early access update, Risk of Rain 2, we went into full release 1.0. Then a year after, we had the anniversary update where we had Bandit and a slew of other content. To be honest, Multi's best skill came out of that. And then after that, we had Gearbox and Hopoo Games combined together to go straight into the DLCs.
All right. Survivors of the Void was a huge content boost for the game. It added 2 playable survivors, Railgunner and Void Fiend, along with new stages, new enemies, a new final boss, and over 40 new items, including corrupted Void variants that can totally flip the way your build plays. The DLC also introduced the Simulacrum, a wave-based, oh man, I always forget this one. Let me see. An endless, wave-based, something or other. It's a simulacrum. It's cool.
Right, I can't believe they memorized all this. Like, these are not professional speakers. Like,
For those that want a purer form of multiplayer chaos. Now, a year ago, we released our second
know what you
expansion,
call it.
Seekers of the Storm. This time bringing 3 new
I didn't play this
survivors,
one.
Along with
I think we stopped by the time this came out.
branching route to complete the game known as the Path of the Colossus.
Or not everybody had
This is
it.
a
One of the two.
multi-stage trek that scales a giant statue and includes new stages, new items, new enemies, and elite types, and culminates in a new final boss challenge.
That's awesome. So earlier this week, we released Phase 3 of the improvement updates. Phase 1 being the items, where we overhauled all of them in conjunction with the community, ensuring that we increased the fun, improved the balance, and created new synergies between old and new items. Then we moved on in March to Phase 2, which was the False Sun boss fight and its redesign, making sure that encounter had a glow up, it was polished and compelling, all while keeping the challenge that Risk of Rain players love. And then
He's an eyebrow speaker. Just watch his eyebrows. I'm so fascinated by it. Like, every time he's trying to remember something, like, they move. Like,
finally, Phase 3, the Survivor update.
like excited.
Seeker,
What was I
False
supposed to say?
And Chef. All their skills got a massive update and glow up. And we also added multiple new abilities so that players have more choice and creativity in their runs.
His eyebrows.
Super proud of the work that went into those updates.
He's very
as well
expressive.
As the reception we've received from fans and our community. If you haven't already, we truly believe that there's never been a better time to play Risk of Rain 2. Now I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of content. But believe me, we're far from finished. Fans have been asking us, what's next for Risk of Rain 2? And today I'd like to share with you all a sneak peek.
Like, the other guy, his forehead barely moves. Like, his facial expressions are like here down. Whereas the other guy is like up here. I see that treasure chest on the left. Immediate. I was like, loot on the left. Yo, I like this music. That's a lot of servitors. I can't see an eyeball light thing and not think servitor. $2.
Wow. That looks so good. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. All right. So now, first off, thank you, Roger Bruno. That was great. Now I want to bring onto the stage two of my best friends from Gearbox. Please put your hands together for Randy Pitchford, founder of Gearbox Entertainment, and Andrew Reiner, our Global Chief Creative Officer. Hello, gents.
Hello.
Hi.
Randy, how's your PAX going?
Oh my God. You guys who's played Risk? Has anybody played Risk of Rain 2? Like, holy shit. The game, like, for a humble, dude, this is like,
Words. It
$25,
wasn't
man.
scripted. It was not scripted.
It's freaking great. I'm addicted to this game, this humble little thing that and there's like 10 million people that have jumped on. If you haven't tried it yet, you owe it to yourself to check it out. It's freaking awesome. I freaking love it. And I'm here right now with you guys. We're here together.
Amazing.
And I get to talk about Borderlands 4.
I feel like he had a couple of shots before he went on stage.
Reiner, how's your PAX?
I'm having an absolute blast. I love this show. PAX is one of the best shows. I've been going to video game shows since 1995.
Holy shit.
And PAX is one of the best in embracing the community and bringing gamers together. It's so much fun to just sit and talk games with all of you and seeing all the cosplay. Look at this front row.
I'll let you guys get to it. Have a great conversation.
Chat, what happened?
Holy shit. Yeah.
Wait, what happened there?
Vault Hunters here. This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, it
holy
just-
shit. Look at that.
Okay.
Oh my God,
Over
you
here.
guys look amazing.
This is trouble.
That
over
was
here.
I
weird.
want some photos with you guys later.
Oh, it
Is that
happened
cool?
live? Oh, okay.
Awesome, awesome. Hell
I was
yeah.
like-
Hell yeah.
All right. Should
All right,
we get
let's
to it?
do it. Yeah.
Get my graphics
All right,
card
cool.
So
Who
just
got-
a little table setting here.
We still haven't paid it
You know,
off.
we recently released the PlayStation State of Play Showcase. Deep dive, 20 minutes, giving you a primer of what the game is. Today we're going to go a little deeper into the game and kind of show you some of the things you've been asking questions about. I actually have community questions that I got online that we'll be asking as we go about this. But it's not just going to be Randy and me talking today. We have developers from Gearbox here. The team's hard at work on the game right now, but they took some time to answer your questions and be here with you today. So please give a warm, loud welcome to April Johnson, our Associate Narrative Director.
I don't know what that means, but yay!
Nick Thurston, Lead Game Designer.
Oh, you know what that is. I'm doing the
Greg
silent
Cow,
clap.
Associate Creative Director.
It's my golf clap.
You guys ready?
Super ready.
Are you guys ready? Dude, how, like, okay, before, like, we moved the date up. Did you guys see that?
Yes!
When does that ever happen? Everybody was like, oh, yeah, GTA 6. Like, dude, we had no idea. We discovered when you guys did. We've got this, you guys. This game is in great shape. We're cooking. We are cooking. We are cooking. We are cooking.
Yeah, baby.
All right, sorry, Reiner, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question
Okay,
first,
okay,
Randy. So, yeah, stay on the edge of your seat here. This is an intense question. No, you've been involved with every Gearbox release so far.
Yeah.
That's every Borderlands game, of course. Brothers in Arms.
Randy is so
You even
hyped.
worked on like Half-Life game, Duke Nukem. You've seen it all. You've done it all. How do you feel at this moment in time where we're at with Borderlands 4?
It's pretty good. We're on offense, you guys. Like, sometimes we're like white knuckling to the landing, you know. And look, we got a lot of work to do. We're working our asses off. But the momentum is insane. The velocity is insane.
What is this
I
wardrobe
don't
he's
think
wearing?
we've
Hold on,
ever-
hold on. So we have one pattern on his shirt, and I just realized the jacket is another totally different pattern. Man is living his best 70s life right now.
In a better
Holy
spot
shit.
this far from launch as we are right now with Borderlands 4. And I'm really, really stoked because I kind of need a game like this right now, you know? I kind of need this. So
We all need it.
I'm stoked to play it. I just can't wait to get it done so we can all play together. You guys want to play together? Yeah.
So let's go back to the end of Borderlands 3, kind of connect the dots for people. Just spend a few seconds before we get to the new stuff, setting the story, Randy. Lilith teleported Elpis away. Why did she do that? What was the purpose of this?
Yeah, so you know, like with a number of
'Cause we all
sequels,
cried.
we're on a continuum with a story, and
If you say you didn't cry, you're lying. Everyone cried, all right? There's no way you did not cry for Lilith. Like, it's impossible.
at the end of Borderlands 3, everything that we knew was at stake. Pandora itself, the planet that everybody.
Liar. Liar. Everyone cried for Lilith. It was impossible not. Could you not cry for Lilith as a Borderlands fan? What? Everyone. Not even a single tiny little teardrop in the corner, just like that one that you hold in real hard. You're like, no, I can't let it out. Come on. Come on. It's okay. We won't judge you. Oh my god. I'm done. I'm done.
what he
Fake
lived
fan.
on
Done.
was a vault, and the moon of Elpis was the key. And if the key went into the vault, Lilith and all of her friends would die. So she effectively sacrificed herself to save everyone and bamfed Elpis away. But where did it go?
Bamfed.
Where did it go? And now we know. It went to this other place on the other side of the galaxy, a new place that we call Kairos.
In April, this is a community.
This is really random. But like this looks like a Halo tower. Like deadass. That looks like a Halo tower. Anyway, that's all I got.
Question that I saw online. Where are the rest of the Crimson Raiders?
So the rest of the Crimson Raiders, they just cannot give up on Lilith. There's always this hope for them. So they have split up trying to find her throughout the galaxy. So we haven't seen the end of them, but we're going to get to visit with some of them in Borderlands 4.
And we know the Timekeeper is our big bad in Borderlands 4.
Facts. Borderlands and Halo are confirmed to be in the same universe. That's why the art style is really similar sometimes between the way Master Chief looks and the way Borderlands looks.
Howdy.
And he rules Kairos with an iron fist, or a golden fist. But we don't know much about him. His
Cortana's the AI version of a fucking siren. Confirmed.
motivations. Can you walk us through who the Timekeeper is?
So the Timekeeper wants everything under control. He doesn't want anything to deviate from his vision of what Kairos needs to be. And
Master Chief shows up in Borderlands 4. Master Chief is gonna be the one of the playable characters in Borderlands 5.
to maintain that control,
We're getting
he does
closer.
what, you're going to do, which is planet-wide propaganda.
John will be the playable
outlawing
character.
Vault hunting, doesn't want anything to do with vault hunters. And, if you're going to do it, you might as well have a massive unyielding army, which is our Order army. And then, you could get a cybernetic implant, put that in everybody's back, and, just
We're getting closer right
control
now.
them into submission.
We're right
so,
there.
Yeah,
We're like right on the cusp of MC. Like right there. Just that close. Like we're already getting implants. So close.
Kairos very tightly. And he is clever and he is calculating. But when Elpis comes in and is basically like knocking on the door of the Veil of Kairos.
Very rudely.
Very rudely. We might see the Timekeeper struggling to maintain that control. And, you get a couple of Vault Hunters involved.
The dude's had it locked down for like thousands of years.
Thousands.
And suddenly,
It's just like one moon invasion.
show up and wreck his shit. He's not cool with that.
So what's happening on the surface now that Elpis is here?
So now that Elpis is here, you the people of Kairos didn't really have anything other than abject control in their lives. And so when Elpis comes in, I mean, these people see the stars, like the reality of the stars for the first time. And they start to go, what if there's more? And of course, there's always the first. So someone took the risk of ripping the bolt out of their spine and out of their neck and encouraged everyone to seek that same freedom. Now, the risk of that is you might have a little bit of a personality change, or you might just vomit and die. High risk, high reward.
Matrix,
as we
right?
say in the
That's what I was thinking.
So we're going to see a lot of unique
I don't know if I can rip it out.
personalities and how ripping out these bolts has affected the community. And you're also going to see how the pressure of remaining under this control, where there's hope and where people are trying to find each other to escape this and make Kairos better for them. I mean, as good as you can get shit in the Borderlands.
Let's dive into our Vault Hunters.
So it's gonna be
We have
real
4 new
fucked
ones
up.
in this game. And I'm gonna ask this to both April and Nick here. So April, talk about who they are, and Nick, maybe give us some new tidbits on gameplay. Let's start with Vex the Siren. She's not your typical Siren.
She's not. Vex is a bit newer to her siren powers, and she didn't always have a lot of the best situations growing up, and she knows that a lot.
So by the end of 3, if I remember correctly, we only had 2 unconfirmed sirens, correct? Like in the universe, so like there were only 2 that we didn't know that existed. Okay. So she's newly came into hers. I mean, she got it from somebody. So who's the other one? Do you think Borderlands 5 will be the other one? Or do you think we'll get introduced to like a new siren that's like the other unconfirmed siren? Because we get Amara right off the bat almost. So like if we're pulling an old siren into the new content like we always do, we always pull in one old one to go for the new stuff. Like if Amara is our carryover from the previous ones and Vex is our new one, you guys think that the other unconfirmed will show up too? Okay. I'm all about the siren lore. That's the only reason I'm here.
Even if you're a good person, and
That's the only reason I'm here.
with the sort of awakening of her siren powers, she can finally do something about it. And where that sort of manifests for her.
I'm team phase familiar. That's gonna be my build. We'll probably do a little bit of the incinerate. Incarnate. I read it wrong. I just up my head. Definitely the face familiar.
Spooky and a little cool. And if you're gonna, kick some bad guys in the teeth, you might as well do it with a bunch of Reapers and a big kitty cat.
Yeah, I mean, like you already said, she's definitely the spookiest siren we've ever had. She's the first siren that can physically manifest physical beings into existence, right? Like you saw her phase cat Trouble. She can summon Reapers and Specters, which is her 3rd action skill that we'll talk about in a little bit. And she's also the first.
Look at that triple tail. Oh, it's so cute. I think Amara was probably the closest that we've ever had to Vex. Because like she could do her where she would do like that and it was like one of the trees and it would like send out a projection of herself forward. Right? Because I remember I had to use that on like the monkey boss. I hated it so much. I had to change my whole build for that one fucking boss. But like I think that was the closest, wasn't it? The phase cast. Yeah, that's what it was called. I think that's the closest we've ever gotten to like manifestation of anything other than like the traditional siren orb to like hold them up. Because I don't remember what Lilith did in the first game. That was so long ago. But I don't think she had anything like that.
Siren who focuses a lot on kinetic damage. She can actually switch between all the elements, but there's a heavy hook there for those of you who enjoy like lifesteal or draining the souls of your enemies. So that's pretty cool.
We totally like
April, from the first day I saw our
phase
cat
walked
in the game, it was named Trouble. Like there wasn't a placeholder name.
Nope.
I wrote, I was like, that shouldn't change. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Where did that name come from?
I don't know, Nick. Where did that name come from?
So Graham, the creative director, kind of always told me that every good witch has a good cat by her side, a good cat familiar. And I have a good cat familiar at home too. His name is Trouble, and I just kind of put it in the game. I'm like, I'm gonna name him after my cat. So it just kind of stuck, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Hey, Nick, let me ask you
Real
this.
trouble.
Do you think we could get your other cat's name in a Borderlands game?
My other cat's named Nisha.
Okay, fair.
So, already taken.
All right, let's dive into Rafa. His backstory is really wild.
Rafa, wow. So Rafa grew up in microgravity, and this had a permanent effect on his bones, his muscles, his organs. So he would struggle to live anywhere else, which sort of isolated him, and he has got a lust for life and wants to be out there and doing things. So along comes Tediore and gives him this exosuit. And because Tediore is going to Tediore, he could die at any moment. The suit could kill him. So ironically, the thing that gave him the ability to explore the universe and the world and like have this big life is also this thing that could kill him. But he just rolls with it. He lives every moment to the fullest, and he's playful and energetic and charming, and he's really kinetic as like a vault hunter. And that's really reflected in his dialogue. I mean, he's so charming that even the enemies have things to say about that. And I think that like fluidity of his movement, you can really see that in his skill trees and his action skills.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, if charisma could kill, he used that as a weapon, but unfortunately it doesn't do much. So instead he has energy blades, he's got laser guns, he's got shoulder-mounted cannons that some of our fans at home already spotted in the previous trailer. And yeah, he's easily our most agile Vault Hunter to date, and we're really excited for folks to
Is he the assassin class then?
some energy blades and get slicing.
Did they confirm that if he's the assassin class? Because I haven't actually seen what the other two classes are. Like, I've seen their pictures, but like, no idea.
Right.
All right.
Harlow is also an interesting character.
We'll find out.
Science, technology, but has a connection to a well-known Borderlands family.
So, as some of you rowdy, wonderful fans noticed, Harlow is part of the Trant family. And you can imagine, if you heard that 40 to 50 times a day, you would also pick up a book on theoretical physics. And so Harlow is joyful and brilliant, and she's got 5 PhDs. And she has this force of will and this drive. And why not use all that brains and that creativity to just bend gravity to your will?
So she's the engineer class. Yeah, so the other guy has to be the assassin class then, right?
Yeah, I mean, scientists
At this
love
point.
to learn new things, especially when that means imploding or exploding your enemies. New ways to do that, right? We've already seen her, destruct in this giant apparatus. That
She's
fires
definitely
like, a
like
disco
the
ball of
engineering
destruction.
person.
It's pretty cool. She can lift her enemies and slam them into the ground, and she even has quite a few gadgets that we haven't quite shown you guys yet, but they're pretty sweet.
All right. And Amon, he is apparently a part of a Vault Hunter worshiping clan, or Vault Monster worshiping clan. Tell us about him.
I will tell you that if you are going to worship vault monsters and decide to open a vault, that's not going to go well. And so unfortunately for Amon, he lost his entire family, he lost his spouse, he lost his friends, his community, and he sort of harnesses this deep grief to decide, well, you know what, a vault monster took something from me, so I'm gonna kill every last one of them. And he is a big, beefy daddy, but I will say there's also this really beautiful warrior side to him, and he wants to find community and connection, and he's just so single-mindedly focused on literally and figuratively forging his body into a weapon.
Yeah, and I mean...
So he's like our bruiser. Then I'm gonna guess like a beefy daddy. A beefy daddy, like what the fuck? Oh my god. Cannot with that. Cannot. Hello. Oh, I didn't hit
Other than forging
unpause.
his body, he also has what we call forge drones that live in his spine and the side
Forge
of his arm.
drones.
He is literally able to psychically control them and manifest them into all kinds of weapons. I mean, he's got a sword, he's got an axe, he's got a hammer, he's got a shield, he's got a spear, he's got a whip.
This is a long list.
He's got everything that you might expect from a sci-fi Viking, because that's pretty, it's pretty great.
And Randy, let's focus on the planet Kairos a little bit. What can players expect as they're traversing this world?
Oh yeah. Well, look, it's if you're like a human living on Earth and you want to like go someplace safe, Kairos sucks. Like, you're fucking dead. Like, everything will kill you out there. If you're a Vault Hunter, it's awesome.
Oh my God.
Nobody gives a shit if you kill dudes and take their loot. It's also unbelievably amazing. There's incredible vistas and the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and a range of different atmospheres. Now, some parts are pretty locked down. You know, the Timekeeper did get a hold.
Those trees looked so good. Oops, accidentally. My bad. Yo, like, wait, go back.
Place.
Like, look at the trees. They look so well done.
Parts
which is like
pretty
ridiculous, but even the grass looked good. Like right there, like, yo. I wonder what the graphics requirement for this game is gonna be. Holy shit. You guys are gonna have to upgrade.
And a range of different atmospheres. Now, some parts are pretty locked down. You know, the Timekeeper did get a hold of this place, and he's
gotta get a new GPU, right?
Of the planet where he.
Glad I already got mine for this year.
But out in the wilds, it's nuts.
It looks so good. Look at the machinery, even. Like, oh god, this game's gonna look so good.
And also, even in that,
and it's an upgrade every time,
unless you are, you know, on the side of the Order. So for a Vault Hunter, it's just everything's. And this is
gonna look so crisp
by far universe that we've built, and it's seamless. There's no load times. Just you see something in anywhere on the screen, a mile away, up in the sky, you will be able to get there. Yeah.
Yeah. In Grant, we have dynamic weather systems. Walk us through what players can expect.
Yeah, and Kairos, there will be a myriad of different storms, from rain to thunder to snow and dust. They won't have a direct impact on gameplay, like your damage is going to increase or decrease because you're in rain, but you will have vision obscurity, you will see some things harder and some things that are easier to see. So just be prepared and go out and kick some butt.
And Kairos is huge. You know, this is a fun place to explore. We're going to have story missions all over the place, but there's other things that you can do in the world.
Sorry, you guys can see my
Walk us
mouse.
through some of those as well.
Sorry, I have to do something for work, so I have another tab open.
Things to kind of encounter. From dynamic world bosses to NPCs.
I'll put it on the screen.
All of these are just like loot bases, so anytime you do any of these, you'll be rewarded with good loot and like a loot chest and stuff. So be sure to stop and help the locals, be sure to kill the badasses that spawn, and try to fight the bosses that try to kill you.
And Randy, in our State of Play showcase, vaults were mentioned. Plural, what does that mean?
Plural is plural. There are vaults.
Yes!
you want me to give it all up right now? Yeah, one shoulder at a time, baby.
I'm a former journalist. I got to do it. And as I just said, Kairos is huge. How are we getting around?
Well, you know, you can do what you used to do, run and walk, and but there's a whole lot of new stuff. You could jump, of course, and you could double jump, and you could climb, and you could glide, and you could grapple. And one of the, you know, we've had some big environments in the past, but we've always, when we've wanted to traverse longer distances, you know, you've gone to a vehicle station and gotten in your truck or your car or whatever you're into. We kind of came up with this idea, like, what if I can just use Digistruct technology to bring my personal vehicle to me at any time, anywhere? And it's awesome.
Yes.
Like, I can just get on a bike and cook. And there's so many cool chassis and tons of customizations.
Bro, the fact that we can do that just makes my little Destiny heart so fucking happy. Like, oh my god. Like, bro. Like, we needed this for the longest time.
You'll collect and loot, and it's freaking fun to just grab that. And if that's not cool enough for you, then you can grab it too and go
10 billion%.
That's fun. It's a lot of ways to get around.
I do think that they should have us do something to unlock the ability, like do a quest or something for sure, like go through a quest, I don't know, like unlocking the catch a ride system and then like unlocking the ability to do like out in the world, so that way it's not like instantaneous, like as soon as we get a catch a ride we can do it, but like have us do like another quest to then unlock the ability to have like a portable catch a ride or something on us, or like a device that connects to it, so that way we can summon it like remotely instead of having to go to the actual like catch a ride post and like interact with it.
And I've spent a lot of time reading feedback from the state of play, and one thing people are honing in on is the compass, and there's also, you know, this legacy of a mini map. Why do you think the compass is the way to go here for Borderlands 4?
And you're looking at me like you're going to throw the hard
I am.
shit at me.
I'm giving you the hard
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
All right. Well, look, here's the deal. You guys haven't played the game yet. You know, obviously, when we did.
So we're not going to be able to free grapple. Can we only? I'm guessing we can only grapple to these things as they're showing us it. You're talking about one thing and showing a different thing. My brain's getting confused. But I mean, it's cool that we can grapple, but like if we can only grapple to certain things, and that's kind of sad.
Borderlands 1, we didn't have a mini map, and we added it in Borderlands 2.
And we love that mini map,
noticed that there's some
Randy.
people online going like, "Wait, we haven't seen a mini map in what you've shown so far. What's going on?"
We
there?"
haven't.
I'll tell you the deal, and I'll just be straight with you. We made a big frickin' world, and a lot of the things you do can be local space, but a lot of the things you do or want to do are out there. And a local space map is not a good way to navigate when you're thinking about objectives and opportunities, several at the same time that might be miles away. And a compass really helps us do that. The other thing that the team really wanted to commit to, these guys are awesome, and they want to push the boundaries of design and environment instead of just a single flat plane.
How did they just like glide down? Like watch the box below me in this.
The other thing that the team really wanted to commit to, these guys are awesome, and they want to push the boundaries of design and environment instead of just
Like how did they just glide down? Like that was way too smooth of a transition down to just be like a fall, because that wasn't like down, that was like whoosh. And I didn't see them on like a tightrope thing or anything. So how did they get down there like that?
Embraced a lot of verticality. You're going to have more verticality.
Oh, they have gliding now? Okay.
Than you've ever seen before.
Then that gliding transition was fucking smooth as shit. Cause like I was watching the gun in the bottom the second time and I was like, bro, that gun is like, you could tell the gliding position from the angle of the gun, you know? It was so smooth.
In a Borderlands game by far. And when you have a layered environment, a top-down two-dimensional view is extremely confusing. But with a compass with arrows that tell you if things are up or down, or you have a much better sense of spatial awareness.
Like look at the gun in the bottom. It's just like
play the game
so
and
good.
not play the map. So we made a commitment and we put all of that investment into this compass system. And you still have the big map. It's one click away. And we've put more cool stuff in there than we've ever done before. We even have like an AI-driven kind of navigation system that'll give you a GPS on the big map to show you
real choppy.
where you can go. And there's even an in-world companion Echo bot that has some features there that'll help you navigate. And there's a lot of tools that help you navigate. And you know, look, we're open to thinking about things in the future, but play the game first and understand the choices we've made. And I think you'll see and understand when you realize how big this world is and how playing the game in the world is better than playing the map. Yeah.
You just mentioned Echo 4, our new little companion, adorable little robot.
Can we
Grant,
customize him?
I'd like to dive deeper.
I really
into
want to know
this
that.
spot.
Echo 4. So you can see what a charming little
We can?
dude he is. He's a real
about it.
super helpful. Very,
I have to
very
pee.
cute.
Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. I have to pee so bad. I was sitting here like, no, I can wait. No, I can't wait. There's too much left. I'm gonna die. I'll be right back. Alrighty.
And the animation team at Gearbox is extraordinary, and the work that they put into to make him emote and have this really sweet personality. And I'm going to lean forward and I'm going to look at you and you're going to look at me. I know you don't want to die and fight for your life. I understand that. But I need you to do it just once to see absolutely how sad Echo 4 gets when you die. So if you could just do it once for me.
Just once.
That's all I'm asking. But he not only just does a little robot tear when you cry, he's also actually a very helpful tool in the game, I guess.
Okay, so chat, first opportunity to die right off the bat when we have the least amount of money, we're gonna die. First thing, we're gonna have Echo 4, we're gonna die, we're not gonna lose anybody, then we'll see it, we'll clip it, and we'll go on with our life and try not to die from there forward. We get one death for the first run, and that's the death.
Yeah, Echo 4 also.
All of us, that's our
controls
goal.
all of your
Every
HUD,
single one of us.
Including giving you options to upgrade your SDUs. They also provide your rewards. So those that didn't want to talk to Lilith for the 30th time, you can now have your rewards delivered straight to you from Echo 4.
Wait, what do you mean talk to
And you can
Lilith?
customize them too, right?
Yeah, you can.
Bro, the spoilers.
So many, too many. Yeah.
We
We're
can't
gonna pretend
tell
like we
all
didn't hear
of them,
that.
but there might be some hats involved.
And it's a
So it's gonna be like a claptrap situation?
It's a companion navigation AI. So if you get lost, just your buddy will help you.
I love this pathing line, just
Grant and Nick,
bright ass line in the sky.
guns. What can we expect from our manufacturers this time around?
Are there guns in this game?
There's a few.
Wait a minute.
They're just a little bit.
A little bit. So I mean, obviously, Malawan right here, everything. Malawan, everything. That is my build. The only thing I'm gonna ask for is that they bring back my Malawan snipers. Where like, I don't remember what the name of it was, but the one where you had to farm that guy on his yacht. Where like you were taking down his yacht and you had to kill him over and over, and then he had like the invis copies of himself and you had to like shoot him, and then he would drop that one particular sniper that did like the lightning storm on top of enemies when you shot them with a crit shot in the head. That's my favorite gun in the whole game. I don't know why, but it was my favorite. I loved it. I love Jacobs, but like they shoot way too slow for me. All right, I like to watch them melt from like the reaction of all of the elements just eating away at their skin. Makes me so happy when I kill them. I'm like, yes, radioactive them, all of them. Just I love it. I am excited to try out the new 2 types though. I think Charge and Blast will be really cool. I don't know if I'll be like that excited for it, but the fact that we can put parts on things, like if we can get an Atlas tracker, just stay with me here, chat. If we can get the Atlas tracker portion, put it on my Malawan weapon with a COV clip. I get tingly thinking about it. So tingly.
We have 5 returning favorite manufacturers, the Jacobs, Maliwan, Vladoff, Tedior, and Torg. Those are our 5 returning favorites. And then we have 3 brand new ones, the Ripper, Daedalus, and Order.
Yeah, and I mean, and we also have ones that are parts only, right? I mean, we got the Hyperion with the shields, COV, so you can make any gun into a heat gun, and then Atlas, so you can, shoot that sweet tracking dart and go blasting, right?
Yes, there's nothing more satisfying than a homing Torg. Yeah.
He likes explosions.
Hyperion guns are only useful for the shield. So.
Right, that's it. This is just the shield.
They make good parts.
I want my shield on my Malibu.
Right, like literally I've never picked up a Hyperion weapon and going, ooh, Hyperion! I'm like, oh cool, I get a shield. I guess this will be useful if I take damage in the face, because like the fucking damage sucks. The clip's okay, and then their elemental is like, bruh.
We want elemental gun. That's what I want.
April, this is a community question. They're asking where Doll is.
Yeah, where is
So Kairos has been locked off for like thousands and thousands and thousands of like Earth years, right? So nothing really gets in and out with ease. So they're sort of at the mercy of what ship crashed and what parts might be available. So Borderlands is a big, massive.
I like her
universe, so
fingernail
I promise
polish
you probably
color.
haven't seen the last of Doll, but I will
They'll
say
be in DLC.
just enough Doll parts did fall.
Doll DLC, right? That's what I was just thinking. I was like, I think now that the shield is cracked open, we're gonna have some Doll crash through in some DLCs.
Echo 4 is doll. So, hey, we gave you a little sweet doll Echo Buddy. So.
Oh, okay.
Grant, how do
Makes
the
sense.
licensed parts work? This could also be a community question. I've seen a lot of people asking, like, what agency they have with that system.
Yeah, so licensed parts are our way of
Look at that
describing
Mallow one.
behaviors from all the manufacturers that we love from Borderlands 3 and the ones that we've added in Borderlands 4. So because there are so many behaviors in the game now, we wanted to make sure that guns drop these behaviors in a kind of tiered fashion. There's no crafting in the game. Players can't modify or craft their guns to have specific licensed parts. They're just drops in the world, and the way they drop is
That's
in
a little
tiered
sad face.
system. So from common all the way to legendary, there's different sets of behaviors you can get. Epics having the most behaviors, and legendaries having one less behavior, but having their own unique behavior.
Okay, that makes
and
sense.
Can every gun have a TDR part that lets you throw?
Wait, hold on. Go back. That was what I think that was. Okay.
And can every gun have a TDR part that lets you throw it?
Every gun can have a TDR part that could be thrown.
That's all I cared about. I like the sights.
Most guns have something called an underbarrel. This is not something new to the series, but we're leaning into it pretty heavily in this game.
Yeah,
Can you give us
regarding-
some examples?
Yeah, one of the favorite things from Borderlands 3 was adding underbarrels to a lot of our manufacturers. This time around, we're taking it up a notch. Vlad will add underbarrels to a lot of our manufacturers. This time around,
Was that an Atlas sight?
that technology has now been licensed by other manufacturers too, so that you can have versions of micro rockets, such as the Jacobs having a micro rocket knife that is attached to the underbarrel of their gun, and they can fire it and it does an exploding shot. This can be coupled with other licensed part behaviors like a TDR thing, so when you throw a Jacobs gun with an underbarrel Vlad off,
That is an Atlas sight. Okay.
shooting micro rockets while flying in the air.
That wasn't an Atlas body. That's why I was confused.
That's just awesome. Grant, let's go into enhancements. That's another thing. Like, you're going to be kind of want to round up, specific manufacturers.
Enhancements, they come back in the form, they were called artifacts in BL3, and we're calling them enhancements in BL4.
Oh.
They're a way to modify the play style. So if you really
I was curious about
favor
that.
a manufacturer like Jacobs and you want to have that crit,
They're talking about you,
that kind of
Adams.
ricochets the bullet, you can have that on another gun that has a Jacobs license part with the Jacobs enhancement, so that now a Torg with a Jacobs license part can now ricochet their sticky gyrojets on other targets.
Because that's
And
what
our
we
Eagle Eye
needed.
community saw something that looks like set bonuses. There's airstrike there. What is that?
Yeah, so for the first time ever, we're adding firmware, which is our in-game system, and it's one of our in-game systems to help boost the power of the gear. And as you can see in this screenshot, there's 3 parts to it, and if you can get all 3 parts, you get a big damage or utility increase.
That sounds like gears, like sets to me. That sounds, yeah.
I don't know. That sounded like your sets.
Previously, heavy weapons took up a gear slot, but this has been changed in BL4. How much variety will players find in this new system?
Ordnance is our new revamped
I'm all for set bonuses.
and heavy weapons. We no longer want players to kind of hold on to rocket ammo and wait till like one encounter and just pull out their big rocket launcher. Now players can use their heavy weapon, which is on the cooldown, and we can balance that accordingly so that
This looks cool.
So that they want to pull out a big laser beam or rocket launcher or chain gun, they can use it and mow down enemies and don't feel like they have to hoard that ammo or have to go find that ammo.
That looks like the Monster Hunter equivalent in Borderlands. Like, hold on.
Feel like they have to hoard.
Like, that man's got his crit points on his back. He got some stuff up here. There's a tail that you could probably chop off. Like, I'm just saying, Monster Hunter call it. They want their monsters back.
That ammo or have to go find that ammo to go be able to use it. And in addition, we wanted to make sure that grenades kept their massive impact that they had in previous Borderlands games, but without being able to spam them constantly, so that we had to balance them down to be really low damage or something like that. So now you can literally throw nuclear bombs with different behaviors, because again, they can have licensed parts too. So you can have like an artillery grenade that summons like a giant nuclear bomb. So
Also on cooldowns.
also on cooldowns.
Yeah, so that's a big shift.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is another question from the community. How will shields and grenades work?
So grenades I just explained, but shields we're also amping them up too. We're adding a new shield type called armor. And that's a more offensive-focused shield type. We wanted to promote that kind of offensive gameplay. So if you're running and gunning and jumping into combat, your armor shield has a chance of regenerating in combat so that you can be more offensively focused.
In this Borderlands game, Nick brings more variety to the characters than ever before, our Vault Hunters.
Yeah.
What can we expect from those builds?
I mean, it should be the most diverse builds we've ever seen. The skill trees are like 2 to 3 times, I think, anything we've ever done before. We have what's called like a trunk and then branches that let you specialize more than you've ever been able to do. And like, it's not only my goal that I want.
But seeing how huge it is makes me question how many skill points we're going to end up with at the end. Like, are we still doing like a 60 skill point or a 50 skill point build? Because that's not a lot. When looking at this tree, that is not a lot. So like, right? But like right off the bat, because we never right off the bat end up that like, they always, you know, like we get the DLC or whatever and then they upgrade our level cap. But like,
want to have a Vault Hunter.
That's a lot of 5 points right there.
For every tree, I want them to be like unique per branch. I want you and your friend to have the same action skill and have meaningfully different builds. And there is more than enough in this game for you.
So we could all have trouble, all 4 of us.
Yeah.
But they're all performing very
completely different.
That's so cool.
I like the build variety with that.
Randy, these Vault Hunters, I know you love them. What can players expect?
I mean, they're the best ones. We got the best. Look, I'll tell you, this is the simplest way I can talk about our Vault Hunters. My biggest customer is my wife. She loves Borderlands, and when we make her happy, it's a good day for me. And when we don't, it's not. And
I love that.
There's usually one Vault Hunter where I'm like, this is definitely going to be Christie's Vault Hunter, and I put a huge amount of personal English on that character. This one's going to be challenging because there are at least 3 that have some variations in builds that are exactly right up the alley of what I know my wife loves, and that's just like a tilt on it. For my own choices, there's 2 that I'm probably just going to be flipping back and forth between.
1.
There's more. I think there's more for every player than there's ever been before because of the sophistication of the skill tree system. That
I'm just a siren.
That is easy to get into.
I don't know how to not siren.
But there's like layers and nuance and subtlety that as you craft that character towards your own playstyle, you're going to find that, oh, this is me and I feel at home and comfortable. And
Siren.
We have more optionality than we've ever had before. So it's awesome, but it's going to be a tricky choice to
Oh yeah.
to it.
Every time I boot it up, I'm like, oh.
I know.
Who do I want to play it?
Well, we've had our like regular play sessions where we're bouncing around too, you know, and that's evidenced by like it's just all really fucking good.
Nick, let's go a
Damn,
little
you
deeper
dropped the
on
F.
showing Vault Hunters and gear working together. For this example, let's focus on Vex and crowd control.
Yeah, so I mean, the third action skill that Vex has is actually called Deadringer. We didn't show it off much in the state of play, but eagle-eyed fans have seen a spectral version of Vex wielding a scythe. It's a charge skill that kind of lets you decide to either spawn a Reaper, which will taunt enemies to kind of take the heat off of you, or to summon Spectres, which are the opposite, which they specialize in damage, but they're very fragile. So because of the fact that Vex applies her elemental attunement to whatever she summons, you can do something like, have a Malawan gun that has fire and cryo. You can switch to cryo, make a Reaper, slow down the enemies all around you, so that way they're staying a safe distance, and then switch to fire and just spawn another 2 Spectres behind them that'll just light up the enemies. There's so much possibility.
What's the range? Oh, damn, they got some decent range on them.
It's really exciting.
You could put those anywhere on the battlefield, right? Like.
Absolutely, yeah. And by the way, there's at least one class mod that will let you actually pass on your gear to Spectres, which is always pretty exciting.
Oh, it's like what was his face from the last one? You could throw him out, and it would have like the copy of him that would like taunt or whatever, and then you could like apply the shield. Zane, yeah, you could like apply the shield with him from your thing. Digiclone things. Yeah, I didn't play him a lot. I was a siren.
That's awesome.
I only know how to Amara.
Grant, we talked in the State of Play showcase about
That's all I know how to do is Amara.
The rarities mattering again, legendaries matter again. What did we do? What else have we done to improve the?
It's not that I don't try the other classes. I just.
Gear now
I'm a
has
siren.
so many behaviors, and they ramp up and they escalate in the amount of things that can happen. We want to make sure that we adjust the complexity so that players aren't bombarded with so many behaviors right off the bat. So we've adjusted the kind of drop, the loot chase, so that when players are playing the game, they feel a natural progression of like, oh, okay, I'm adding in more things to my gear, I'm adding more things to my gear, so that when they go and express themselves in the combat battlefield, they're not.
I do always come back to Siren.
Overwhelmed with so many things that are happening. And because of that, legendaries now have legendary power. They feel super strong. They come at moments, rare moments that when you open like a red loot chest or you kill a super rare boss. And when you get that unique legendary behavior, you're going to be like, oh, okay, this really changes the way the game plays. So we're reducing the amount of legendaries, but you're going to feel every single legendary when it drops.
Yeah, legendaries.
I like that again.
Let's spoil one. Let's spoil one. Let's give the community one of them. What can we expect?
I like that they're going back to this because I don't know about y'all, but like my fucking vault in 3 was so fucking full of just like legendaries with different stuff on them, just like the whole entire thing. It was insane.
One of the legendaries that drops from one of the major bosses in the game is called Ruby's Grasp. And Ruby's Grasp is, if you've seen the State of Play showcase, there's a boss with lots of hands, and Ruby's Grasp is just one that just won't let enemies get away. So.
By the way, did you clock the little subtlety there? It dropped from that boss. Does that mean dedicated drops from bosses?
What?
Yes.
I heard that.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
The game will ship with dedicated drops across the whole game. Every boss, every mini boss will have dedicated drops.
Thank God.
Randy, I'm going to throw you the last question here about co-op.
Because I play with my wife.
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, what was that? Hold on.
Because I play with my wife.
Welcome to the hunt before the storm. What? Shooting, looting, oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? We just zoomed past that screen like it didn't happen.
Yeah. What does it mean to Borderlands 4? What have we done that's a little different this time?
Co-op is a religion to us. Here's the thing. It's so awesome that Borderlands is freaking killer when you play alone. And we know a lot of people, they just want to do their own thing and don't want anybody else messing with them. And Borderlands 4 is an awesome solo game. But if you like co-op, it is best in class co-op by far. We have revamped the lobby system, so it's easier than ever to connect with people and easier than ever to get into a cooperative game. And it's drop in and drop out anytime you want. None of this play for 3 hours.
Travel to friends.
And then you can start
right there.
No, just get in from
It's the best part.
And people can drop in and drop out. And here's a cool one. Massive world, right? No load times.
We will be putting that to the test.
Dog legs or anything like binding people together. What happens if like I go running off a million miles in one direction, my buddy goes off running? You can do that. You can do that. We don't care. Have at it. Have fun. Oh, but I want to get together again. Instant team fast travel. I can fast travel to any of my friends instantaneously.
Because like if you play with somebody and then they go over there and then they find like a boss that you don't know is there and they kill it, like then you're missing out on the loot because you're all the way over here on this side of the map. You know, but like if you can just fast travel over and grab your Lego, rub it in their face, and then you can just run back to wherever the fuck you were. I like it. I like it.
It's cool. It's freaking cool.
I'm not saying I do that, but like
and no load times there either. It's just get into it. And look, here's the thing for me, you know, like I'm in the game. We're working. We're all working our asses off, and the game's gonna launch, and we're gonna be like working on patches and future downloadable content. And my wife's gonna be playing, and she's gonna be like
I would never
20 by the time I even like, okay, can I play with you? Dynamic level scaling. My level 1 chump can jump in her game, and the game will handle it. Even if I want to be on hard, and
which is great. That means I can play ahead from people.
She's a better gamer than me. It's cool, and also instant loot. So when the loot drops, there's loot for me, and there's loot for her, and everybody's cool. And that's just like the beginning.
And I like that it's dynamically balanced too. So like if like we play with other people, then that means like when it drops for them, it'll be at their level. So instead of you picking up a gun at the level that was like the highest level of the 2 people or 3 or 4 people, like whatever the highest level that gun was, now you don't have to wait to get to that level to use the gun. Like you can just use it because it dropped at your level because you're fighting it at your level. I love that.
Of our commitment to best-in-class co-op. We're leading the charge there.
I love that.
Other game.
Because I hated that, because I would fill up my stash, like right off the bat. My stash would always be, or like my vault or whatever would be filled up, like in the beginning of the game with just weapons that I can't use yet because I didn't want them in my inventory. But like I wanted to use them, but they were like too high of a level for me to use.
Developers
Drives me nuts.
Do it, man. I love your games too, but frick, man, why are you promising co-op and then gimping out? Like, give it to us. You can do it. Co-op.
Well, that's it for our Q&A.
You know, here's the thing, you guys. I'm looking at the clock. I want to give some stuff away. Do you mind if we switch modes for a minute? Okay. Cool. I'm going to take over. Okay, so here's the thing. So I know you guys sometimes like when I do a magic trick. I'm not saying there won't be any magics. We're going to get our loot chests out, and we're going to open
Is it just the loot stuff?
And we're going to win a prize here. Now, it could be any one of these loot chests, and you're going to see that there's 100 loot chests, some time left. And there's some...
We did it.
And there were some questions from the world.
From the world.
The hard questions now.
From the world.
Noel.
Where are the questions
Waiting
at?
for those to come.
Noel? They're coming.
Here they come.
Yay,
there we are.
Question.
I,
And Noel.
All right.
Did any of you guys, like, there were some people pulling questions from the line out there. Some of you guys, okay, we'll see.
Hopefully we could get to them. Let's fly through these.
Okay, we'll fly. Speed round.
Grant, are Invincibles coming back?
Yes, to be announced in a later date.
Ooh.
Randy, we want to know more about the end game.
Yes.
We'll say more very soon.
Listen, we're going to talk more about Endgame soon, but and in fact, some of us are going on a press tour, and we're going to be showing some of that stuff. And we have an event coming up in June that we're affectionately calling our BFF event, and we're going to be kind of getting into some of that too. So, and we'll broadcast it, but there's also going to be people live, and some of your favorite streamers will be streaming from the event, so that'll be good. And that's coming up in June.
Grant, do overworld enemies respawn without save quitting?
Yes, overworld enemies do respawn, just like in previous games. It's on a timer. There will be a machine to respawn bosses and mini-bosses, though, based off how fast the player kills them.
Yeah, there's like a literal machine you could use to just make the boss reset so that you can grind them again if you want.
What?
Loot drop.
I love that.
Nick, will Badass Guardian rank make a return?
Yeah, there is an endgame specialization system that it's going to be very similar to the Badass system in the past games, but it's actually going to have meaningful choices. It won't just be like put points into this, that, and the other thing to get like a flat bonus. There will actually be behaviors, and you will have to make some hard choices. But we'll talk about that a little bit more later.
Wait, what does he mean hard choices? Hold on. I don't like the sound of that. Oh. Do we know where the event's going to be at in June? And if anyone that we know that stream is going to be there, Adams?
Got a lot of endgame.
Randy, I got a tough one for you here.
Oh, you got a spicy one for me?
I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Why is it always me that has to...
Oh, it's in Cali? why does it always take place where Burns at, but he would never go? Jesus.
All right.
What will the game's price be? That's an interesting one. I don't know this.
The price, really?
Did you hear the audience go, ooh? Wait.
What will the game's price be? That's an interesting one. I don't know this.
The price.
In the background, ooh. You don't know anything yet, but if you hear anything, you'll let me know. Nice. Yeah, I want to know.
Really now? I'll tell you the truth. I don't know.
What?
And that is the truth. I'll hit it. I'll hit it straight on. And it's an interesting time, right? We've got the on one level, we've got a competitive marketplace where people want to, or the people that make those choices want to sell as many units as possible, and they want to be careful about people that are price sensitive. So there's some folks that don't want to see prices go up, even the ones deciding what the prices are. There's other folks accepting the reality that game budgets are increasing and there's tariffs for the retail packaging and like it's getting gnarly out there, you guys. Borderlands 4 has more than twice the development budget than Borderlands 3. More than twice.
Yo, that's a lot of fucking money. Like, that's a... Oof. Right, I'm gonna guess like $80 for base game. That's gonna be my guess. Like $70 to $80 base game. And I'm thinking probably like 120 to 140 for the deluxe. Like easily. That's my best guess. Cause I mean, this is Borderlands first off. Like, people will pay the price for that. Guaranteed. I would pay the price for that. Like, knowing how much content that I get out of that game just by myself, not even for stream purposes, just solo content for myself, the amount of hours that I dump into that game, I could easily see it going up to like 140 for a deluxe. And people that really play it, it's going to be fine with it. I think what they might be smart to do is put it on Game Pass for like a limited time. Don't leave it as like a permanent Game Pass feature, but like allow Game Pass and like the Sony's version of that, like what, like PlayStation Plus or whatever it is that lets you like try out games, like put it on there for like a couple of months after it releases to like let people try it. And then the people that want to pay it, like that want to buy it and get the additions, like let them pay for it afterwards. I think that would be a really smart like option. Because then it's going to reach even more people, because like we get more and more gamers added to the community like every year. So I think that could be like a really smart game plan for them. Right, like easily thousands of hours. Like, bro. And of course we're getting the deluxe. Like, we'll get it. I'll like, I would set up a fund just to like for myself and put money away every month, even like just for that. I don't need to, but I'm saying like I would if I needed to, you know?
So the truth is I don't know what the price is going to be. I do know that we will be opening pre-orders soon, TM, and that will be when the price is set. I think that Borderlands 4, here's the philosophy we have. Whatever the price is, we're entertainers. Yes, we want to get more resources so we can make bigger and better games. There's a reason why Borderlands 4 is so awesome. It's because you guys showed up and supported Borderlands 3. And we had the budget, so we could more than...
Yeah, we put a lot into that.
Confident in that. And that's awesome. When the revenue comes in, we can spend it to make bigger games and better games. As artists, we want everybody to have it. You know, we want to make it as easy as possible for everybody to enjoy what we're creating. So it's a weird thing, but the fundamental philosophy is we want people to buy it so we have the resources to make more, but we want everyone who buys and plays a Gearbox game to feel certain that they got the better end of the bargain. Whatever the price is, that they got the best value. And that's the philosophy that we live by. And so we're going to have a price.
Hey, Hank! Okay, sounds good. We're just, we're winding down on the YouTube portion of the stream.
Price set soon, and it might be the new price that like Nintendo and Microsoft have led with. It might be that we stay back. It's going to be the people at the publishing house that decide that. And if it is cheaper, then maybe we'll sell you that mini map that you guys want, but we'll develop later. How bad do you want that? $10? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm just kidding. Or am I? I don't know.
$5 edition for a mini map.
I think it's going to be fine, whatever it ends up being. I think it's going to be amazing, whatever it is. Borderlands is fucking amazing, and it's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah.
And I think easily the ratio of playing like $1 to an hour, in a sense, like if I can get at least $1 worth and an hour worth of gameplay, like I'm happy with it. So like if they started at like 70 to 80, like it takes that long just to get through the fucking game. So I don't think that's too much to ask for. Like I get with this kind of like, there's so much content in the game that I don't think raising the price on it with the way that prices have been going up because of everything going on in the world, like I don't think that's unreasonable to hit like an 80 for a base game. I think anything above 80 is like pushing it too much, but
Yeah, we can go until you guys leave or they kick us out. There's nobody on after us, so, you know. Yeah.
April, what is Ordinite used for?
Ordinite.
Yeah, what is Ordinite?
Ordinite is sort of like the sister element to Iridium. And so it has an opposite effect. Ordinite is used for a lot of different things in the game that we don't want to quite talk about yet, but I will tell you this, it is not a currency. So it is not a currency, I promise.
So we don't gotta go to Earl and be like, here, take my Ordinite. Wait, so do we still get Iridium? Because I saw purple dropping in those like little scenes that they were playing like below the camera. Like I saw Iridium drop, or I saw the purple that looked like Iridium drop. Like,
Yeah.
But it will explode shit in
One
some
of the
ways.
goals when we were in the room, and I think I'm the one that actually named it, because I'm like, how cute is that? The Ordinite. The idea is that the Borderlands universe is much bigger than anyone thought. It's bigger than just the Iridians, and Ordinite is a part of that new larger puzzle that you didn't even know you were looking at.
Great.
And we're excited to start peeling back those layers for everyone.
Nick, what will split screen look like, and how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, it's split screen. It's, you know.
Is it hot dog or
divided,
hamburger?
Horizontal.
What did you say, hot dog, hamburger?
Hot dog or hamburger style?
It's the, wait,
That's the
That's
scientific
horizontal
term.
for the uninitiated.
I was like, that's how you fold towels. You either hot dog a towel or you hamburger a towel, right? Like, does not everybody think that when they look at stuff? Like if it's a hot dog or a hamburger? I thought that was pretty normal. Maybe that's just, I don't know. What, do you guys like hot dog or hamburger when you do things?
Initiated.
It's horizontal.
But couch
It's normal?
co-op out
Okay.
of the gate, or remote co-op, or couch plus remote. Like however you want to do it. It's who does that anymore? We do that, MFers. We do that.
Randy's
Grant,
at
what will
it.
the rarity levels be?
Ooh, rarity levels will go from common to legendary.
Thanks, Grant.
There's your
Nailed it.
there's your
Nailed
there's
it.
your gray. There's your green. There's your blue.
I don't like how you're saying that,
There's
by the
your
way.
purple.
And then there's orange.
There's your orange. There's your
Oh, hold on.
troll.
Randy.
You're such a troll.
Last one I'll ask here. After collecting vault key fragments,
Pearl, right? I was like, and then we get the pearl.
can you repeat the same vault over and over again?
Yes, you can.
Rerun your vaults.
Yes, rerun your vaults.
Awesome.
There's
I love
spectacular
that.
loot hidden behind.
You do have to start the entire game over. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's it for us. But
Woo, you got through the questions.
I did. I did. We got through it all, but
Yeah. Oh, you were standing there?
I'm like, come on, we got to wrap it up. Let's go. Give a round of applause to everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Let's stand up. Let's stand up.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Cheers, you guys.
All right, you all. Thank you. So, as Randy mentioned, we are hitting the road. Like, literally, Pitchford and Reiner and I are leaving this afternoon, going around the world on a trip. But we're coming to a place near you. In June, on June 21st, we've got the Borderlands Fan Fest event, and that's... Hi.
I was like, is he gonna move the mic to whisper? Because if you
We've
don't,
got the Borderlands Fan Fest event on June 21st. We're going to be going to Billy Billy World, and that'll be coming up in July. In August, we're going to be at Gamescom. We're also going to be at PAX West if you're in Seattle. And in October, we're going to be heading to PAX Australia. So I'm looking forward to that. But if you're here, where you're going is up to the Q Hall to get that poster signed. We're going to be hanging out up there doing autographs. So please come say hi to us, and we'd love to say hi to you. And we're going to do one more run of a trailer. All right, thanks you all. Let's hit the trailer.
yo, what's up, Raj?
What you
Okay, Adams.
is a vault hunter. This is a killer. A brute. A rule-breaking, loot-taking, running and gunning natural disaster. You are, in a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
Be advised, a citywide curfew has been enacted. Violators will be shot on sight.
I wanna know how that happens. Oh, hey, it's Ruby. Wait. Do we think that's Ruby that drops the legendary Ruby gun with the hands? Because he said hands. That's about all we got. Ruby and hands. And those look like the kind of hands that would grab somebody. Does that mean that that's the Ruby gun? Is this too... I mean, it's purple. Can we assume that this might in fact be the Ruby gun? What's it shoot when it shoots? Just like rockets? That'd be cool. Yo! No, don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Nope. Stop
Y'all
it.
ready for this?
Stop it. Stop it. We're not ready for it. We're not. Not ready for it at all. Alright, let's see. Close YouTube. We are done. We are moving away from the YouTubes. The UB2Bs. Alright. How are you, Fresh? How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? We were watching the PAX East Gearbox presentation. I wanted to see the Borderlands hype. You're feeling better? Good. I'm glad. I am glad. Go do my Woowa dailies. I had to do my dailies on my phone yesterday. I was like, bruh, this combat though. I was like, I don't think I was made for this. Do 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 do. Aim for the Woowa Galooda. Fuck, that's right, I had an update. Welcome back. Compiling shaders is lagging my whole computer. Don't ask me how. What's the news on BL4? So we don't have a release date. Or no, we do have the release date. We don't have the pre-order date yet, and we don't know how much it's going to cost, but they did show off some more of like world exploring and guns and class building and stuff like that. Oof. I forgot to load Weeble pre-stream, so that way I wouldn't do this. Login successful. Welcome me. So I did my dailies yesterday, but I didn't roll the dice for them, but I did collect the dice. Gotta get all the fun stuff out of the way. Clean. Yeah, that's been it. How's your Friday going so far, Fresh? We don't have any ups right now? What? Why do we not have any ups? That's crazy. Alright, let's see. What do they got? Tune and Echo. I left that just in case. I was like, what do you think the chances are they'll give me a tune-up? Right there. There's a new game coming out and they have a community playtest. It's called Wildgate and it's as fun as Sea of Thieves and Space Together. Yeah, no, I've seen who was it? I watched a few people play it. I don't know if I would play it. I'm not huge on PvE, PvP, like mixture games like that. I either want to kill people or I want to kill shit. Like my focus doesn't work well if it's having to like multitask. I get a little too focused on one over the other. I guess how much? Yeah. Doing the daily would probably get me there, right? Probably. Questionable. But we'll see. We'll see. At some point we will finish that. Probably not today, but at some point. Oh yeah. Alright, we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna get our stuff. I'll do my rolls and then we'll switch over to Expedition. That's the game plan. There's a cute little noise. I don't know from what. Oop, this way. I was just trying to get there. Do you want to get a snack? Okay. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I've watched people play it, and it does look fun. I just don't know if I want to play it. What did they do to my shaders? Why does my game look so trash right now? A rowing night. feel like I somehow just ended up taking on new daily quest line. Sure, why not? Okay. I think that should be enough. Nice. What are we getting today? Havoc bonus. Why did they do this to me? Spectre damage. Havoc. Like, what? Guys, you couldn't have, like... Why you guys make me reroll for shit? It's rude. Clean. Go grab whatever trophy we got. Defeat a Cuddle Waddle. Alright, cool. That up. Cool, cool. Where did we come from? Over there. That should be a safe enough spot to stand to do this. Gonna go roll my dice. I'm almost... Oh no, so I finished the floor that we were last left off on, guys. And now we're finally on the 9th floor. So we're so close. So close. So close. 30% chance. I swear they're lowering that chance every time. What the fuck is on my monitor? Nice. It would have been too easy if we'd gotten it multiple times. Hey, look. Too easy. Twelve of these, bro. You guys are spoiling me. My Jacona is gonna be so nice and leveled. Oh no, I ran out. See a piece. See a piece. Bye. Alrighty, so we're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Eve. How much longer do we have until Zani's banner is up? Actually, I haven't paid attention. I lost track. I'm not gonna lie. I lost track of the time for it. Let's see. It's just 12 more days, so... Oh! I'm not gonna say what it is, but that's a great time for her to come out. I'm totally on board with this. I don't... Bro. I don't even want to think about how much money it would take me to try to pull Gizia. It'd be too much. Okay, it's fine. I don't need her. I don't need her. We don't need her. We want her. We don't need her. There's a difference. I have to keep telling myself this. We're slowly rebuilding our stock for stuff. Waited to kind of think it there for a bit. Alrighty, chat. I'm gonna switch to the BRB. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, grab a small snack. I'm gonna load up Expedition 33 while I'm gone. Here, I'll play you guys some music too. How about that? How about that? Alrighty, chat. I have to feed my dog. I just found out. So I'm gonna go feed him and I'll be right back. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, guys, I'm back. Slight problem. My Clear Obscure has an update, and because the Xbox app fucking sucks, it's not updating. It stopped itself, and now my Microsoft Store is hung up on it, and the only way I can cancel it is if I uninstall Leave. Love that for me. I hate the fucking updates for the Xbox app. Thanks. I did. I just went and fed him. And so last week, I think it was, our cat died. So now we put the doggy door back up. So now I don't have to like constantly go let him out and stuff anymore. He just goes when he needs to, which is really nice. So I fucking hate the expo. Ah, it's fine. I wasn't attached to it. Which is a really fucked up thing to say, but I'm allergic, so like we never bonded. I'm kind of like, meh. Like I have no attachment to it. Okay, like if it was my dog, I'd be traumatized, but it's not my dog, so I'm not traumatized. Bro. Hey. I don't know what to do. The app itself won't launch. The Xbox app won't load anything now. I hate the Xbox app on PC. Like, I know I love Game Pass. I love Game Pass. I hate the Xbox app for PC. It's so poorly optimized because like everything has to go through the Microsoft Store. So the Microsoft Store fucks up, the Xbox App Store fucks up. It's just like... And every time it has an update, it like needs my computer to restart to recognize that it's been updated. It's so poorly optimized. So Claire Obscure is now deleted off my computer because it didn't, the update fucked up. So it's uninstalled now, but I can't reinstall it because my computer needs to restart for the Xbox app to register it, because right now everything just shows up as like blank tiles for my library and my played. Love it. Love it. Let's see if I can just cloud play with my save. You can feel the sarcasm from here. Rate 6. Rate. How have you been? Yeah, I despise the app on PC. I used to have the same problems with Destiny. Let's see if I can play it with my via the cloud with my save, or if it's gonna make me start over. See if we can like juke the system a bit here. You've been good, but busy? Nice. It did make me plug in a controller to do this, which is weird. It like wouldn't let it launch without the controller plugged in first. This isn't good. Okay, well, we can cloud play it. This is gonna be awkward as fuck. Let's do it. I'm trying to find it for you guys. One sec. I can't find it anywhere. That's fun. We're just gonna have to display capture it. It's gonna be so much fun, chat. So much fun. I love it already. Fuck Xbox. Alright. Photography company stuff, normal work stuff. Zach is streaming more. Oh, nice. And playing a Cyberpunk based charity event. Holy fuck, that's a lot. That's like legit a lot. Alright. I can see the display quality is worse. Holy fuck. Okay, first off, yeah, I had a feeling that was what was going on. So Cloud doesn't let me play on Ultra. Interesting. Well, the quality is about to look worse. Sorry, guys. I'll reinstall it after stream ends. Because I'm going to have to reinstall the whole game. But like right now, I can't get my Xbox app to work, so I can't reinstall the game. If I know about the Borderlands hunt, talk to the organizers, and they said it'd be cool if you did a Cyberpunk version, so you got the blessings. Hell yeah. That's what you meant. That's really fucking cool. What do you guys hunt for in Cyberpunk, though? Right, the shorts still look great. That's all that matters. Her ass is still 10 out of 10. That's all we came for. Let's be honest. Oh my god, no! What is the lag? Oh god. Cloud save, what? We might not be able to do this on cloud save. Holy shit. You like feeling it. There's a bunch of iconics and farming needed, but still lots of things to get. Okay. She didn't even jump! She's walked the fuck off! Okay, this isn't doable on Cloud. We'll come back. Oh my god, the connection is so bad. So weird. Okay. Come back to that another day.
Time for swim.
Anywhere be a week, gotta make food for Zach? Okay. Someone on the right? Over here? I think. Yeah. I got a snack too, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Welcome, my friends,
to old Lumiere.
Is anyone still here?
Just Nevrons.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason we survived.
The heart of the Paintress is in the center. Let's go.
Like 20,000 is a lot. And I was like, never mind. We got like 60K. Holy shit. What is this? Apply powerful acceleration is increased by 2. I don't know if I want to spend 20K on that. Alright, let's fight him. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Oh god! Hold up, I wasn't ready! Just got a fucking admin thing popped up on my screen. I don't know if y'all can see that or not.
Today.
Rude? I know, right? It was for the game though, that's why I was confused. I had to read it. I was like, what is going on right here?
I'll use your light. Try me.
God, the timing is so much worse. Oh my god.
Here's your card.
It's so fucking delayed. It's not even, oh my god. I don't know if I can play this on cloud, guys. I'm like pressing B and it doesn't even go off until after the attack's done. Like, holy shit. Oh. Hold on. We might have to play something else. Right? I didn't either, but like, the app literally won't. Oh my god. I can't even quit the game, bro. I have no way to quit. Oh god. It's my fault. I should have checked to see if there was an update before I started stream. Boy. Like, look, this is what's going on my screen right now. Just this. That's it. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Literally won't. Toast. Bye. If I go to the Microsoft store. See? Just, it's broken. That's not even the whole problem though, is it? That means I can't play anything that's from my Xbox app because they're both fucking like this. That's the problem. That's the problem. The fact that they're not working, I literally can't do anything. Any task doesn't fix the problem. Just, I still need them to open so that I can do what I need to do. Yep. 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 That's all I got. Yep. Yep. Alrighty, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's see. Cure is playing a cache cleaner simulator. We're gonna go raid her. I'm gonna restart my computer, re-download the game, and then I'll restart my stream. And then my computer can fucking figure its stuff out that way. How about that? You guys can go hang out with Cure for a little bit because it's gonna take me probably like 20-30 minutes for me to get all my shit to work again. You guys can hang out with her and then I'll restart stream. And then that way it gives y'all something to do. I love it. I love it so much. Alrighty, guys. Let's start it. I'll be back soon. I swear. I'll be back soon. I love your faces. I promise. I will come back. I swear it. I swear.